Indra Nooyi was CEO of PepsiCo for 12 years. She was the first woman of color to be CEO of PepsiCo. During this time, she successfully made changes to the company so it was healthier and more eco-friendly. She also more than doubled profits. The success of Nooyi made significant contributions to the corporate world. Before moving to America, Nooyi received her bachelor's degree in physics, chemistry, and mathematics. She also received a master's degree in management. Nooyi's goal was to go to Yale and get another degree in more specific management. This was frowned upon by her parents. It was unheard of for an Indian woman to go to America for schooling at the time. Eventually, she convinced her parents and came to America. Those years at Yale were a struggle for her, and she couldn't afford new clothes even while working night shifts. In 1994, she joined PepsiCo, and although starting out at the bottom, quickly moved up the ladder towards higher management. Eventually, in 2006, she became the CEO of PepsiCo and became the first woman of color as well as the first female immigrant to be a CEO in the Fortune 500. She grew the diversity of the company as well as grew the company's revenue by 200%. She became known as the world's most powerful and influential businesswoman for the time. Eventually, in 2017, she retired, although she's still an advocate for environmentally safe production practices and healthier options being sold. Nooyi's advocacy for diversity and inclusive leadership while working at PepsiCo has cultivated a more representative corporate landscape, thus inspiring other American businesses to become more diverse. Indra Nooyi was born on October 28, 1955, in Chennai, India. At the time of her birth, Chennai was called Madras. She had two siblings whom she lived with, along with her parents and grandparents. Her family was very close. In Madras, she went to a Christian college, and in 1976, she earned a bachelor's degree in chemistry. Then in 1978, she earned a master's degree in business administration at the Indian Institute of Management in Calcutta. After receiving her second degree, Nooyi's parents allowed her to move to America at 23 years old. She had gotten into Yale's Graduate School of Management in New Haven, Connecticut. In 1998, a South Indian girl moving to America to study business management was unheard of. Nooyi said in an interview with Financial Times that doing this would make her absolutely unmarriageable. While taking classes, Nooyi had to work overnight as a receptionist to have enough money to provide for herself. While working, she wore a sari because she had no money to buy other clothes. A sari is a strip of cloth, often 5 to 7 yards long, worn by Indian women. In 1980, Nooyi graduated Yale with a master's degree in public and private management. After Yale, Nooyi worked as a strategy consultant at Boston Consulting Group. She worked there for 6 years. A year after starting there, she married a co-worker named Raj K. Nooyi. Later, the couple would have 2 daughters. She worked for a couple separate firms until 1994, when she started at Pepsi. She worked her way up to better jobs within Pepsi over the next few years. In 1997, she led sales of Yum brands, which includes Pizza Hut, KFC, and Taco Bell. She gained assets such as Tropicana in 1998, then Quaker Oats and Gatorade in 2001. With these acquisitions, PepsiCo became closer to the center of food and beverage sales. Later in 2001, Nooyi was promoted to President Financial Officer. Nooyi pushed for healthier options to be sold as well as more eco-friendly manufacturing. With these goals in mind, Nooyi made Pepsi's new mantra, Performance with a Purpose. In 2006, Nooyi became CEO of PepsiCo. She held this position for 12 years. While she was CEO, profits for the company more than doubled, going from $2.7 billion net dollars to $6.5 billion net dollars. She guided Pepsi into making more eco-friendly packaging and offer lower-calorie options. Nooyi fought for paid parental leave for men and women. She spoke on the unrealistic pressure put onto men and women who are also caregivers. She was successful with getting new parents paid leave. Nooyi was the first woman of color and immigrant to be CEO for any company within the Fortune 500. She categorized PepsiCo's products into 3 categories. One being Fun for You, consisting of potato chips and regular soda. The second was Better for You, consisting of diet or low-fat versions of snacks and soda. And lastly, Good for You, which had foods like oatmeal. Although in 2017, Nooyi stepped down from her role as CEO, she still worked on the board of directors until 2019. After she left Pepsi completely, she became a member of the board of directors at Amazon. Now in retirement, Nooyi and her husband, Raj, are eager to give back to society and continue fighting against racial discrimination. Nooyi has been a role model for women all around the world who also want to be powerful businesswomen just like her.